Alex couldn't make it today. He's had something pop up, which he'll explain if he feels like it at a later time. But joining me today as a special guest for the show, we have Mitchell Fowles. So, should have probably said that. Hi, my name is Matt first, but anyway, we all know that this stuff's always backwards. Again, we just got Mitchell here helping us out today as a co-host. We're gonna be talking about Hell in a Cell. Woo!
Yay!
Yeah, that's about what my reaction was for the show. It was an alright show.
Yeah.
So match card we have first up, which surprised me, but then with how the match was kind of planned, it makes sense as to why it was the first on the card. We had Jey Uso versus Roman Reigns for the Universal title in a Hell in a Cell I Quit match. That's a mouthful. Roman Reigns won that match. Essentially what happened is Jey Uso got knocked out. Jimmy Uso came in and protected him so that he wasn't smashed with a steel step, similar to how the Fiend was squashed last year. Roman Reigns put him in a guillotine chokehold, and Jey Uso said I quit so that the match would be over, he wouldn't get hurt, blah blah blah. Now what we missed out is that there was a lot of talking and not a lot of wrestling. I think it was either Dad or Alex messaged me while it was happening and was like, geez, am I watching wrestling or am I watching a soap opera here?
Yeah.
What did you think of the match?
Yeah, I was looking forward to the match just because of the rivalries. Good rivalry at the moment. But yeah, like you say, that there was too much talking, not enough action. But what they did, but when Jey got on the offense, he took Roman. He took him to the limit.
For sure, yeah, definitely. And I mean, like, I understood why they done it, because there needs to be a whole lot of storytelling in that match. So it's obviously easier to tell a story with your mouth than sometimes what you're doing in the ring itself. But for the opening contest to a wrestling pay-per-view, maybe not.
Yeah, definitely.
After that, correct me if I'm wrong, we had Jeff Hardy and Elias in a singles match.
Yeah.
That feud's obviously going to carry on. Elias went to go hit Jeff Hardy with the guitar, and Jeff Hardy kicked him, basically dropped the guitar, smacked him over at his head. Elias wins by disqualification. It's pretty much all there was to that match. Nothing too interesting. It's definitely setting up for either a 2 or 3 month feud.
Yeah.
And then we had, what was after that? Was it Otis?
Yeah, I think it was Otis and Miz for the Money in the Bank contract.
Yeah, so we had Otis versus Miz, and for anyone that hasn't been watching, Miz took Otis to court. Bribed JBL at the end of it to get a match for the briefcase. And Mitchell, why don't you tell everyone what happened?
Well, I'm not too impressed with the result because I didn't want Otis losing that Money in the Bank contract, and to have it happen with Tucky hitting him with the briefcase. Yeah, I did not see that coming at all.
No, but we should have, to be fair, because WWE seems to have a fetish with splitting up tag teams at the height of their, success.
That is true. That is true.
Long story short, Otis is no longer Mr. Money in the Bank. It's now Miz. Hopefully Miz doesn't cash it in unsuccessfully. But it'll be interesting to see where it goes from there, basically. It's obvious that Miz and Otis are over, but now it's going to be weird to see how Otis versus Tucky happens, considering they're on separate brands.
Yeah. I don't know how that's going to work out.
But I guess it is WWE brand split when all said and done, and people can just turn up on whatever show they want. So it doesn't matter, I guess. And then after that we had Sasha. We had Bobby Lashley versus.
I thought that was between
whatever it was. Was it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Sasha and Bayley were first.
I don't know. This is how weird the pay-per-view was, guys. I don't even
Yeah.
really remember. Okay, well, we'll go Sasha versus Bayley. Hell in a Cell match. Sasha ended up winning the title. It was a good match. I think it was probably the best match of the night.
I definitely agree. I said that when I was watching it. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably doesn't help that I kind of had checked out of Randy versus Drew McIntyre already from the last pay-per-view. That should have been the end of it kind of there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Sasha won the title. Bayley's longest SmackDown Women's Championship reign is over. Obviously, there's going to be some form of rematch, whether Sasha has her can't retain a title curse happen again, or if Bayley maybe goes on a little hiatus because she's been, what, a year and a half nearly?
Yeah, 380 days, I think they said.
Yeah, so a long time, basically, of just non-stop. So, who knows? It'll be interesting to see where she goes from there.
Yep.
But, yeah, Sasha won. And then we had an impromptu match, which was set up on the pre-show, if I'm right.
Yep.
I didn't watch the pre-show, so...
No, neither did I.
Oh, there we go. We're not much help to each other on this one.
No. Yeah, but...
So, yeah. Who was it that came out?
Slapjack.
That's right, Slapjack. See, I didn't even know all their names yet. It's weird, like Retribution, they came in so hot and they've just been like kind of jobbed out every week.
Pretty much, yeah. It's
like, have they won
a
match?
I believe not. I don't believe so.
Yeah, for someone that was coming in, destroying everyone, blah blah blah. It's like, okay, cool, sweet.
Yeah, that's
when do you go back to developmental?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So yeah, if you couldn't figure it out already, Bobby Lashley did not lose his title. He kind of dominated that match. Like, I don't think whatever the fuck his name was really got any offense in. He just done some crazy movements and then lost.
Yeah, that's and then they had a little face off at the end as well.
That's right. Yeah. So they two people who had Bobby Lashley in a choke slam got demolished by Bobby Lashley single-handedly. That's what I mean. They kind of just like brought Retribution all the way up here, and they've done this, and they've just gone.
Yeah, exactly.
So sad. But anyway, then we had our main event, which was Randy versus Drew. To try and paint a little bit of a picture, Randy was a cameraman as Drew was coming down. They started a brawl outside the ring, went around the ring, as most good Hell in a Cells these days do. And, ended up back in the ring. Ring started. Nothing too much really happened on the outside. That's why I'm skipping it. They had their match in the ring. And then Randy Orton just randomly decided he had enough of being in the ring and cut open the door, climbed to the top, taunted Drew. Drew followed him up there. They fought for a little bit. There was weapons on top of the Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Cool. Then they started climbing down the Hell in a Cell to a point where they had footrests for them to stand on. Not sure if you saw that.
I did notice that.
So yeah, they were perfectly positioned on footrests so they couldn't lose balance. And then Drew McIntyre kind of just jumped off the cell without really being pushed and went for a table. And then was coughing up blood, whether that was stage blood or real blood, I'm not too sure. But we're back in the ring, and Randy Orton is your new WWE champion with no Brock Lesnar, thankfully, turning up.
Yeah, thank God.
Because that was a rumor. That was a rumor.
Mum was pretty happy with that. No Lesnar, she's happy.
I bet. So that was the card. I think this is the quickest we've ever run through a show. 12 minutes, 13 minutes basically when we've run through it. So out of 5, Mitchell, what would you give the show?
Probably a solid 3.
Yeah.
Maybe 2. Maybe 2.5, maybe.
I think the women's title and WWE title kind of saved the show.
Yeah, definitely.
If those were garbage matches, then yeah, it was basically crap.
Yeah.
But yeah, is there anything you would have liked to have seen booked differently? How would you have booked it?
I definitely wouldn't have had Otis lose the Money in the Bank, but
Okay.
I would have. But I still kept the rivalry of Tucker and Otis. Like Tucker tried to cost him the match, and
Yeah.
Otis ended up winning. But I don't know how that would have happened. But
Yeah.
and then have Otis and Tucker going for the contract.
Yeah, that could have been interesting. I would have seen people losing interest at that point, though.
Yeah.
Because I mean, not trying to be disrespectful to Tucker, but he's kind of done nothing, which I guess is the whole point of this rivalry. It's like, I've always helped you be the star, blah blah blah. So it makes sense in that respect. But over the briefcase, I don't think they would have had much interest.
Yeah, actually, no,
Yeah. But the one thing I was surprised of is that there wasn't a Raw Women's Championship match.
No.
Or a Intercontinental title match. Or any tag title matches.
Yeah.
At least that was on the pre-show. I didn't watch the pre-show, so I don't know.
I think pre-show was just Truth and Gulak for the 247.
And they and he punted little Jimmy out the ring or something.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that part because I didn't watch it.
Yeah, that's all I heard. I seen someone post about it, so I read it quickly, so I had something to talk about with the pre-show.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's not really much. I don't think anyone would have really changed. I mean, maybe just a bit more wrestling, a little less talking in the opening match. But again, I understand why they've done a lot of talking, because it pushed forward the narrative of what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
And it kind of saved the Hell in a Cell stuff for later in the night.
Yeah.
So going forward, what do you see coming out of the show, Mitch?
Well, I don't know what's going to happen with Roman now, because did they say Jay's now like has to like serve him and as his tribal chief? So I don't know what's going to happen there.
Weird.
Yeah. So does Jimmy come in next once he's recovered? Is he recovered yet?
He must be recovered if they let him get in the ring for a guillotine.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when that happened. So
they don't even if you're like got a broken finger, or a finger that's been broken and it's nearly healed, they don't let you get in the ring to take a chokehold.
Exactly.
So surely he's at a point where he can get back in the ring.
Yeah. He's been out. It must be 9 months.
Yeah.
Oh, no, hang on. WrestleMania. It was WrestleMania, wasn't it?
Yeah. So it's been 10 months.
6 months.
No,
hang on.
Yeah,
6
10 months. Jesus. Yeah, 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6.
It must be.
Most of those injuries are 6 to 9 months, though.
Yeah.
So if he rehabbed it super strictly, he could be sweet. Could do the John Cena and come back and forth. That could be interesting, actually, because especially if Jey has to serve Roman, then he could have Jey in his corner while he's versing Jimmy.
Yeah, that would be very hard to watch for Jey.
Yeah. It could really push the narrative. Yeah, that could be interesting. What did you think of at the end there when the Wild Samoans came out?
Yeah, I was like, with all this COVID stuff, why would they bring out the old guys? I still don't understand why they do that.
Yeah, I guess it's the whole we got to push the story forward at all costs.
Yeah.
No, it's a bit strange, but I'd say they would have had special things in place to collect to go get them and then keep them safe while they're at the thing. So, or at least you'd like to hope so. I mean, they are pretty bloody old.
Yeah, you can tell because the bigger guy, he's Roman's dad, isn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm honestly not entirely sure, but yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's the next pay-per-view? Survivor Series.
Survivor Series in 4 weeks.
So maybe Retribution gets a win there in an elimination tag against the Hurt Business. Yeah.
I wonder if they might do Team Roman versus Team Uso.
Yeah, I thought about that. That could be cool. But then who would you get in it? because you can't really just grab random heels to go with Roman. It would have to make sense.
Yeah,
they're at the point. They're at the point of the story now, right, where it has to make sense. They can't just throw random stuff in there, or people are going to lose interest real quick.
That is true. Yeah.
Do you just bring The Rock back for Survivor Series?
Oh God. Could do, but I don't know.
Yeah, who is there? Yeah, it could be interesting though. It'd be interesting to see how they would done it if they did go down that route. Because off the top of my head, nothing makes sense for that.
Yeah. Now that you say that,
But so presuming we're getting what we done what happened last year, where it's Team Raw versus Team SmackDown versus Team NXT.
Yeah.
Who are we picking? Is it 5 people from each?
Yeah, 5 from each, but I don't know how risky it is with NXT after having that outbreak of COVID in the Performance Center.
Oh, is there?
Apparently that they're under investigation for an outbreak of COVID, so I don't know if...
Oh. Okay, I never heard about that. Okay. Well, let's say in a perfect world, there's no such thing as COVID.
Yeah.
A women's team and a men's team lineup. Who are you thinking? We'll start with NXT. You'd have to think it would be both the NXT and North American champions, right?
Yeah, so it was that Damien. Well, it depends who the champ is.
Yeah, so it's going to be Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae. Not Candice LeRae.
Priest.
Yeah, Priest. Yeah.
Yeah, so either of those two, and then who's the NXT champ? Finn Balor.
Well, if he can actually move his jaw.
Right, I had forgotten about that.
It'll be interesting to see how long they kind of let him be off TV.
Yeah.
Because that would have been quite poetic for him to be in the Survivor Series thing against like the main roster that he was once a part of as NXT champion.
Yeah.
Tommaso Ciampa, does he do another Survivor Series thing and kind of bury the main roster and make himself really, really strong again?
No, I don't know. I hope they what was I going to say? I just popped out of my head. It'll come to me.
So we got the NXT champion, the North American champion. Do you throw the tag team champions in as well?
Yeah, you could do, but I think they might save them for. Don't they usually do a tag team Survivor Series match too? Yeah, so they might save them for there.
Oh, so then there probably won't even be the NXT champion available because last year they had that in the triple threat as well.
That's true.
The same with the North American because the North American versus the US and the IC, right?
Yeah.
So in that case, then Bobby Lashley needs to lose the title between here and there to do a Hurt Business versus Retribution.
Yeah.
Unless they just do like a couple like a Retribution versus WWE type thing. But then I don't know how well that would work though at the same time because they've kind of slotted them in with the Hurt Business and they're the only ones that they're kind of attacking. They're not really attacking WWE anymore.
No.
So, yeah, I don't bloody know.
That's all confusing. All confusing.
It'll be interesting to see what they pull out because I can't think of anything right now. And if Alex is watching, he's probably screaming at us, going, "You didn't think of this."
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't really know.
No, I'll just have to wait and see.
I'm even trying to have a good think about it as we're trying to talk, and I can't even think of what direction they'd go.
Yeah,
I guess it's just going to be another one of those random Raw vs SmackDown teams, and then maybe a random NXT team as well. Who bloody knows?
Yeah,
who knows what WWE's up to? Halloween Havoc's next week. What matches are there?
So they've got. I think they're all. Most of them are spin the wheel thing. So I know there's Io Shirai, Candice LeRae, the title. There is Damian Priest and Gargano. There is who is the other one? Oh, bloody hell, I can't remember. I saw the bloody ads for it. Raquel Gonzalez and Rhea Ripley.
Oh, yep.
And oh god. Now let me look. I'll look it up and give me a minute.
Okay, so do you reckon Damian Priest is retaining?
It could be. And here we go.
So there's no NXT title match.
No.
Okay, so they're obviously the time he's going to have away can't be too long then.
Yeah, another match is Loomis and Cameron Grimes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Cameron Grimes.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I think there are two matches of the spin the wheel, make the deal, which is both title matches,
Okay.
and so Grimes and Loomis is a Haunted House of Terrors match.
Okay, so cinematic. Okay.
Yeah, and Raquel and Rhea is just a singles match.
Okay.
I'll be interested to see what set they make, or are they just going to leave it the same? I really want to see the pumpkin.
Yeah, no, they'll definitely do a set. I can't see them bringing Halloween Havoc back just to do it all LED stuff.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, they did it within your house, so yeah, they would do it with.
Yeah, I know. Why you'll be pumped to see it.
Oh, yeah.
Is it on a Saturday or a Sunday or whatever, or is it on the normal NXT taping?
Normal NXT taping.
Okay, so we won't see it till Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's not really much else to say. I don't think there's really anyone. Oh, there's one person watching on Twitch. That's probably Alex, to be fair. Anything else you want to say much before we kind of sign it off here?
Do you want to talk about the show over the weekend, or?
Oh yeah, we can quickly run through that. Warrior Wrestling, yeah.
Yeah.
You'll have to remind me of the card because it's already gone through one ear and out the other. What did we start with?
We started with, it was Cam Mack now, not Cam Kyber.
That's right.
Against Niwa.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I remember that now.
Yeah.
Flipping it. Feels like a century ago that match happened now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was an interesting match because Cam didn't really get much offense in.
No, it was mostly all Niwa, but that's...
Yeah. I can understand it, though. Like, if you look at Niwa and you look at Cam, you're kind of like, oh, there we go, Paul. Woohoo. You'd be kind of thinking, okay, Niwa's going to be the huge powerhouse in this match. Cam's going to be trying to escape the powerhouse.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they played it how it should have been done. Especially on the first show, you got to try and establish people.
Yeah, definitely.
Who you're trying to run with right off the bat. But
I'm not sure about Cam Kyber going to Cam Mack. I was like, is that a Warrior Wrestling thing, or is he sticking with that?
I don't know. You'll have to ask him.
Yeah,
well, I guess you'll know on November. When is it?
The 7th. November 7th.
And you'll know then if he's Cam Kyber or Cam Mack.
Yeah, I hope it's Kyber.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, after that we had Ant versus
TKD.
TKD, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that
technical wrestling.
Yeah, I wasn't too sure about that. Wasn't too sure about that match, but yeah, it was good to see Antonio wrestling. Yeah.
Yeah. After that we had
Charlie Roberts and Spencer against.
That's right. That's where the crowd really started to get alive.
Right. Yeah, Pat and Jordan. Yeah, they're mostly Pat's mates. That's why they're going berserk.
Yeah, but then like I'm not sure if you've noticed, as soon as that match was over, the crowd kind of stayed at that level.
Yeah,
It was huge.
which was good. Which was good.
Yeah, and that was a really solid tag team match, especially considering it was just 4 guys kind of thrown together for a tag match.
Yeah, pretty much was. Yeah.
And yeah, Pat and what's the other guy?
Jordan. Yeah, Jordan. Right. Yeah.
They won that.
Yeah.
And then we had intermission. And then we had Kingy versus
Kai Solomon.
That's right.
From Christchurch.
Like for what it was a good match, but it was kind of a stinky match at the same time because it was over so quickly and due to a disqualification.
Yeah.
But again, they're trying to establish Kingy is just a hard ass who doesn't really give a fuck if he wins or loses, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think of that match?
Well, I had to kind of move because I couldn't see because the lights were a bit bright.
Yeah, that's right. We were going to start a turn the lights on chant.
Yeah, we were reminiscing about that, yeah.
Yeah. After that, there was
the Ruben, De Jong, and is it Howden from Sons of Odin or something?
That's
from
right.
CBW.
Oh, is that who he is? He's from Sons of Odin.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, I'd never heard of the guy before that show, so I was kind of like, okay, just another really big guy. Cool.
Yeah.
But no, that was a good one. I haven't seen Ruben be able to kind of actually wrestle for a while.
Yeah, definitely.
And he definitely needs to be able to wrestle a bit more.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think of it?
I was just big man wrestling. There wasn't really much to it, but
yeah,
I enjoy seeing Ruben out there wrestling. So that's
yeah, for sure. And then we had the main event, which was Hanare and Jamie Tangata Esse versus TK Cooper and David O'Connor.
Dave O'Connor, yeah.
Dave O'Connor, yeah.
Yep.
Had to be careful to not say real names there.
Yeah.
And shit, man, Dave took some solid bloody chops for someone who hasn't wrestled for how many years.
Yeah, like what the hell was that?
That was the dog.
That was the Bayley. Dog. Keep it down, Bayley.
But yeah, man, his chest was getting beaten up, and the only one that didn't get injured in that match was Jamie, right?
I think so, yeah. Oh, no, TK Cooper was all right.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, I think it was just Hanare had a concussion, and Dave O'Connor did something to his shoulder.
Right. And you reckon you've pinpointed down to the right moment when he got his concussion, eh?
Yes. It's when, was it TK Cooper was going for the knee and he leant into it and went bang.
Yeah.
Right to the head.
Definitely a cracking sound that came from that. And it wasn't just a slap of the thigh.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Hanare picked up the win for him and Jamie.
Yep.
And then he put out a war cry to say that he's coming for the WWE and New Japan and AEW and everyone.
Yeah, which I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure about that, eh?
You got to have a bit of confidence in yourself, otherwise no one's going to believe in you. But
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where they go from here. I mean, obviously the next show is Wanganui, so probably won't be going to that. But who knows?
No, that's too far of a drive.
Yeah, but yeah. On that note, I think we'll just end it here, eh? Because no one's even really watching, and we'll just call it an early night for once on one of these bloody shows.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm not as good as the Alex guy, so it was just a last minute thing.
No, it's cool, man. It's better than me just sitting here trying to talk to myself.
Yeah.
So it's cool, and thank you for jumping on.
Thank you for having me.
You don't have an announcement for your show, eh?
No, I haven't got a guest yet. I'm a bit.
Well, sorry, I'll come on instead, Mitchell. It's fine.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I'm happy with that.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks to anyone who's joined in on this quickest recap of a pay-per-view to date. But again, there wasn't really too much that happened. So this has been the Afterburner, and I will see you guys later.